From Sportsnet, as always, proudly presents the NBA. And tonight, the only visit of the year, it's the Wizards of Washington taking on the Lakers. Hello again.
As tomorrow, he didn't put it out of the question that Ingram actually plays in the game at Minnesota. But
win in that one. John Wall at 18 first quarter points, hit his first 8 shots, and he's going to try to hit his first one here. That was one of their worst offensive performances in a long time the other night. That's a good interior pass, though. Randall been harping on it already in the first minute. They are third in points off of turnovers. Zoo's trying to make it 2 buckets.
Around the basket.
We're going to see a 3 from him today. He went 0 for 2 the other night. Coming down with it. Jim Gortat. Here is Beal, their top 3-point guy, not by Chris. Taken by Zubac, the turnover. Look at Russell with the dribble. Zubac in the lane, and he's the wall, one-on-one with Clarkson. Bumps into him, blocked by Brewer. Corey Brewer with the defensive play. There's Otto Porter.
Is second in the league in three-point land. He must have gone in a slump. Remember, we saw them in Watt.
And career highs in points, and assists, and steals. He's having himself a year. He's having himself a left-handed jam. 1 for 7. John Wall, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists.
Give him another one.
Yep. It's the second fewest, but they did add a couple of pieces at the deadline. Here is a shot and another one by the hand of Bradley Beal. Right back to Russell with 6 on the clock. Halfway through the quarter, he backs up and shoots a 3. Got to get a bounce, and he does. The 3 very well, though. Only 31%. He'll get to the basket. Oh, what a ball fake by JC. His hand the other night, but came back just fine, but didn't shoot it well. Bounce to Morris. He's been singled out. Stole away, but then he threw it away. Here's a 2-on-1 lob under the Beal. And he alley-oops.
When he mixes it up a little bit more, he's going to be even more effective.
There's that block by Zubac.
The other guard, and then couldn't recover in time.
Oubre right underneath. Oh, blocked by Nwaba. You can't. Clarkson misses. Rebound offensively to Junior Russell. Nothing but net.
A little bit of a surge here as they trailed by 12 just a minute ago. They look up and they're on.
Shot clock is off. End of the quarter. Blocked by Junior. Up ahead, Nwaba.
Ooh, I don't know.
I think it might count.
Yeah, it's going to be close.
Now it's up to D'Angelo, Lakers, and D'Angelo Russell down the middle. He goes, beats the defense. The Wiz since 2010. Lakers were up against it, and in transition, here they come. Jennings, Bogdanovich. Now their 6th man, been averaging about 15 with the Wizards. Oh, Ennis finds a route to the basket, and he scores points. Offensive-minded, good pass by Ennis. 2-handed slam.
Opportunity to get an easy one like that, though. I mean, that one was just set up for him.
Boy, David Nwaba, you can see the confidence.
Puts his head down and he says, I'm coming to the paint. Be ready.
220 minutes of action, just 2 turnovers. Count it. And running will be Porter. Middleman is John Wall. Here he goes, all the way to the basket. Late.
He be playing and opened up somebody else.
With 6 to shoot, Tyler Ennis will take a 3. And down it goes. It was down with Houston. Seen much more playing time here with the Lakers. Porter, count it. And he'll get a 3-point side. Long rebound on the long shot. Clarkson with speed. Clarkson all the way. He'll scoop it off the glass.
And number 2 in the league from three-point land. He's showing he can shoot from anywhere.
Ennis is going to try from downtown, and in it goes. The Lakers, fortunately, though, just 6 points off of those. Oh, underneath to Clarkson. Grab first, then kind of spin and score. Julius falls down, and Marquis also cost the Lakers a couple.
I didn't see Holyfield. Maybe he had some assistance.
D'Angelo, nothing.
One thing, but it's the efficiency. 7 out of 10, that'll get it done.
Gortat underneath, a wave changes. Who knows? And then will they or will they not keep the pick? D'Angelo Russell just poured it on him. Randall his second lead for Zubac.
Nice.
He's going to get it somehow. And reverse layup. No. Oh, Clarkson. 9-3.
What are the odds that he's going to get that?
Pretty good. Here's Brewer.
Wow. High rate of speed.
Wall. Porter was really stroking it.
He had time I give it to him. I got a high chance of an assist.
Good point. John Wall's going to try a 3. Again, that's not it was the other night against Portland when they allowed 37. Kick it back out to Clarkson. On its way. Down it goes by Porter, taken right back by Julius Randle. Randle with just 2 points tonight under to Corey Brewer. Gortat, you might remember, was a member of that Orlando team the Lakers played in the finals in 2009. Clarkson.
Denny.
Lakers have hit 4 of 5 here in the quarter. Make it 5 of 6. Good, too. Here is Morris spinning.
He's got to miss this one.
He did. Tapped up and in by Gortat. On top, they'll work a little bit of a weave. Russell, a bounce pass through traffic to Clark. Here come the Wizards. They started the year 2-8. Odds were against them. Oh, count it. Morris, 8 to shoot. Randall with the Lakers on top. Clarkson in. See the bench here in a moment for watching and try to change things up. Back and forth goes Julius with the beautiful one-on-one. Cross now to Wall with Brewer giving him the shot if he wants it. They're just asking him to shoot it. Air ball, he'll get serenaded. He's pushed all the way out. Now Julius Randle trying to duplicate what he did a moment ago.
Oh, nice cross.
Beal works on Tarik Black. So
out of position.
Beal off his game a little bit tonight. That's 11. Rolling is Tarik Black, and he uses 7 calendar years. Underneath, Tarik Black again, this time with the right hand. In the D-League, not a good pass that time by David Doe. Oubre Jr., and he goes all the way in shield. Almost 2 months. And he scored against Cleveland. Ennis, who looked impressive earlier in the game. Bogdanovich, 4 to shoot. Smith is open. His 3 balls on its way. And Nwaba tried to steal from behind. Oubre Jr., the oldest. Clarkson being hounded. Clarkson all the way. Lays it off for Tarik Black, and they score again.
By the 3 guys with whistles.
John Wall scoots around 2 Lakers at 4. He's gone above his season average. Clarkson one-on-one. And it continues. Washington will bring it in with Brandon Jennings. Whips it over to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich all the way. He beats Tarik. He taken by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich 1-on-2. Lakers got back defensively, but a nice dunk follow.
Add to their own.
Just a ridiculous quarter for the Lakers that third. Junior, the ball fake, and found himself wide open.
Black.
D'Angelo surveys the floor, dumps it in very deep to Black, who blows the layup, but the follow is good. That 9 lead changes and 12 ties in this one. D'Angelo bounce, Tarik Black, throw it down.
Yeah, he does.
Here is Mahinmi underneath with the left hand, throws it in.
Yeah, that's very important to see what you mentioned. How do you play in the...
After John Wall scores, they've got a 3-on-1. Oubre Jr. works on Tarik Black. Tarik Black thwarts a 3. Plays good tight defense. Stolen away by John Wall. John Wall all the way. Left-handed dunk with style. One way, the next. He's got to get out of the key. He does. D'Angelo for 3. Tapped up and in by Larry Nance. Clarkson in front of him. Beal's going to go baseline again. Reverse layup is pretty stuff.
Important ones.
Yeah. Bradley Beal's working one-on-one. Steps back on Randall. He gets fouled and in it goes. They're 4 for 15 in the quarter. Oh, great move by D'Angelo. He goes hard to the basket and scores. Here's Washington. Wall lobs under to Markieff Morris. Boy, from Morris if he wants it. Cross court with 5 to shoot. Oubre for 3. Kelly Oubre Jr. Wall back and forth. He knows the clock. He'll milk it as much as he can with a 7-point game. Wall one-on-one with D'Angelo. Step back on its way. John Wall. The Clippers, Utah, and Golden State still on this West trip. They play tomorrow night. So what a 4th quarter for the Wizards on the road. By the way, Beal will be looking for that franchise-tying 3 when they tee it up again in this building tomorrow night. John Wall with 34 and 14.